All right, guys, so I wanted to put this video together. This is a second way to complete the glider challenge. Now, if you watched my last video, it was about a 20-minute video, so it takes a while. During that video, I shared that this was one way to complete and create a glider using the laser cutter. And so this is another way, and this is a lot more user-friendly. This is definitely something that I'm going to be using with the first and second graders. But anyone who wants to just knock out a quick glider, this is definitely an easier way. Tinkercad, you got to think three-dimensionally, and then you're transitioning it to a two-dimensional shape. So it's kind of confusing, but this is definitely a way that I found that's even quicker. And I intentionally shared this last because I wanted you to try Tinkercad before we moved to this one. So this is called Google Drawings, and I used Google Drawings in my last video just to help me pre-plan. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Google Drawings to actually design and build my virtual glider that I can then take to the laser cutter and cut on whatever material I want, whether it's going to be cardboard or whether it's going to be the foam board. So the only thing you really need to do, you'll need two tabs. So in one tab, go ahead and open up Google Drawings, and you can see I've been Googling it, Google Drawings, okay? And then you'll just go there. Some of you may have Google Drawings in your little like 9-cell drop-down box option. If that's the case, you just click it there, but I don't have it as one of my pre-planned apps. So you go to Google Drawings, and then you start here with a blank screen, kind of similar to what's in Tinkercad, except it's not blue and it's just flat. And the nice thing about Google Drawings is it's 100% two-dimensional. So you just go up and down and side to side. Whereas with Tinkercad, you go up, down, side to side, and back and forth. So it's three-dimensional. So this is a little simpler way to plan out your glider. And again, when you're making your glider, I think I left all mine in the makerspace. You're drawing the side view of your airplane and the top view of your wings. So one way to do this is really just simple. Just use shapes. You can hop on here, like right here. This is a great looking shape for a wing. So if I wanted to make my wings like this, I could just literally throw this in there and make my wings. And the whole point of the engineer design process is you have more than one type. So there's my wing. And then if I wanted to do another shape, I could come down here and try to make a shape for my body. Maybe this is my body here. Ooh, a lightning bolt body. I'm totally doing a lightning bolt body. So there's the body of my airplane, right? Let me turn it a little bit. Okay, so I mean that's really a simple way. I'll continue to show you a couple other ways to do this. So there's the body of my airplane, and again, I probably need to make it bigger than my wing, right? Make it at least to there and to there. Then I'll make it as wide as I possibly can. Whoops. So it's a skinny body, and then my wing, when I cut it out, will go right down here in the middle. So I'll make a hole for my cutout, and again, just use shapes. This will be my hole for my cutout. So I need to make my cutout for my wing at least the length of my wing, right? So I need to make it at least that long. I like to make the cutouts a little bigger, so a little longer than my wing. So there's my cutout. I'm going to bring it over here and then use this circle thing to turn it. That's a little low. But look, that'll be the cutout for my wing. So look, I made a 20-minute video on Tinkercad, and I just made, what, a 5-minute video using Google Drawings. And so when you were ready, you would literally just come over here to File, and then you would download it as a scalable vector graphics, okay, SVG. And if you remember from the first video, SVG is what we downloaded from Tinkercad, and it's the exact same thing. So I'm going to download it as an SVG. And then I'm in the way here, so I'll move over. You can see it just downloaded. I didn't name it. I probably should name it. And anytime you guys are working with me and you want Mr. Kemper to print this from the laser cutter, the best thing to name it is your name. Put your name on it. So I would put, Mr. Kemper glider. And then that way I would know whose it is. So there's one way. Let me show you a quick another way, is to actually go to the internet. Remember on our last video, we started off in Google. So now I'm going to go to Google, and I'm going to type in airplane again. So in my other tab, I'm going to go to Google, type in airplane, and then again, find an image of an airplane. And again, we want to do the side view of the body. There's a toilet plane. We don't want that. side view. There's a good side view. If you want a cool, how about a jet? Let's do a jet. J-E-T, jet plane. And again, you can pick whatever you want, and you want the side view just like that. Look how pretty that is. So we're going to click that. We're going to right click and hit copy, copy image. Now check this out. Now we're going to come over here and we're going to right click and we're going to paste. All right. Some of you may know where I'm going with this. Okay. So I'll make it a little bigger. So now I have my design. So I have an image here. Now I'm going to use a tool. Go to your lines here, and then you can use Scribble. We did Scribble in the last video where you just kind of draw over it. Now my hand is not as smooth, but if you use this cool curve button, watch what happens. You just click everywhere you can around the outside of this airplane. So I'm just going to start clicking here. Click, click, click. I'm still clicking. You just can't hear me. I stopped making the sound effect. And you just want to click anywhere, and look what it does. It makes these like nice, cool, like rounded edges for you. It rounds everything off. It's pretty sweet. Let's click there. And then look at your plane. I mean, oh my goodness. Boom. Now watch what happens. I'm going to switch over to my select, the arrow, and now I want to select. Now be careful, I don't want to select this. I want to select the picture, right? So I'm on the picture, and look, I move it and I delete it. Look at my drawing. Bam! That's an awesome glider. So that's another way to do it. And then for the wings, we'll make it a little fatter there. For the wings, I'd probably just go back to shapes and use I really like this shape. I think this will be a good wing. So I'm going to make this my wing piece. Okay, nice. I'm getting pumped about this. And then again, I want to cut a hole out. So I'll put in a rectangle. And again, I want it at least the size of my wing. Okay, so this is going to be the hole. Put it right here in the middle. And I know I'm going fast, so you guys can always pause this video. And so a lot of you like to do two, so I'll put the wings right there. Now that's a pretty jet right there. So it is easier. I think there's a little, like with Tinkercad, there's so much learning behind it. You learn a lot about millimeters and all that stuff, and it's really cool to see that. But this is a really quick and easy way to make a glider. I just made 2 gliders in less time than it took me to make the one on Tinkercad. But Tinkercad is an incredible tool. So get comfortable with Tinkercad because we can do a lot of cool stuff. But bam, right there, using Google Drawings and then downloading it as an SVG. You can email me your download, or you can, where's download? Download SVG, Scalable Vector Graphics. So now I download it. There it is, Mr. Kipper Glider. And then I can email it, or I can save it to my Google Drive. If you need help with that, talk to your teacher, talk to a friend, and then you share it with me on Google. So there you go, guys. Another way to make an awesome glider, and we can cut those in the Makerspace using our awesome laser cutter. So thanks for watching. I hope this helps, and I look forward to cutting many, many gliders in the Makerspace.